Hey everyone, this is Ralph with IMS 3D Printing and Engraving. Today we're going to go ahead and design and do a kitchen knife. We'll go ahead and design and engrave it. We're going to use the brand new Creality Falcon A1 Pro. Um, we're going to use both the IR laser and we're going to use the regular 20-watt laser and see the differences. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, please. I appreciate it, and we'll get to it. Thank you. All right, we'll start a new project. We'll import our images. Image one, like this one, trace image. Yeah, I think that will work. Move it off to the side. And my other image I want to use is a skull. Let me bring that one in. We'll trace it. All right, we got our two images for now. We'll go ahead and take a picture. We're going to change this to the IR. We'll use the Creality Falcon A1 Pro 2-watt IR for this one. We'll go ahead and take a photo. And the first thing I'm going to do is put a rectangle tool over this. And we're going to trace this knife out. Let's try the trace photo real fast. I just don't think that's going to work because of my background. Yeah, we'll just do it we'll grab a rectangle tool. Take it from here, bring it out. We're going to assign it a different layer. Leave it as a line. The next thing we're going to do is edit nodes. And we're just going to put a bunch of points in here. And we'll go ahead and just kind of shape it towards the knife a little bit. Doesn't have to be exact. If I go over, it's okay. In case you're wondering what that red dot is on my knife right now, that is the autofocus for the Falcon 2. In case you're wondering what that red dot is right there, that is case you're wondering what this red dot is right here, that is the autofocus, as you can see here on the Falcon A1 Pro. And I'm not too worried about curving or anything like I said, it's okay if it goes over. I don't mind for what I'm doing here. All right, now that we have that traced out, we're going to bring this image in. We're going to shrink it down so it fits. Like I said, I don't mind if it goes over. So we're just going to bring it right to the edge of the knife there. We'll go over a little bit there. I'm going to copy and paste and just line them up. Just like that. And we're just going to go ahead and select these images. And we're going to group it. All right, so if boot lean was working right on Falcon, you should be able to come in here, select it, go to combine, subtract it. It just deletes the whole thing. I tried it other ways, unite. I don't know what's up with this version of Falcon. It just sits here and does this. And usually it will just crash. Well, it cut it out, but it cut it out the wrong way, it looks like. All right, anyway, so to make it a little easier, I'm just going to bring this into LightBurn and do it in LightBurn. Before I do that, I need to take the skull, size it, and get it into place as well. So right back there, there's some text writing. I am just going to make it into a line engraving so you can see the text. So I can see the text better. I'm going to shrink him up and get him in place. Kind of want it right there. We will zoom out and select it all. File, export vector. We'll call it knife. Hit save. We'll open up LightBurn. All right, now that it's open, we'll go ahead and file, import. We'll bring in knife. What I'm going to do is go ahead and ungroup it. Select the fill layer, the black layer. We're going to group that together. Select the green layer. We're going to group that together. First thing I want to do is probably take the green layer from the knife layer. So let's take this layer and that layer. Zoom out so we can see again. Go to Tools, Boolean Assist, Subtract. That looks good. Now our skull. The skull, we're going to have to create an offset. 0.75 works. We'll move the original skull out of the way. We'll take the fill layer. That should be able to bootling those two together. Oh, let me change the color of that layer for a moment. Yep. Subtract. Perfect. That's what we want. And then we can bring the skull back in. Just center him a little bit better. That looks good. We'll go ahead and export it. We'll call it knife 2. And we'll go back into Falcon design space, which looks like I closed. All right, so we'll just go ahead and grab our camera. Go ahead and import knife 2. We'll get into position. We'll go ahead and select it as a metal dog tag. Doesn't matter which one. That is looking good. All right, we'll go ahead and frame it, start it, and I'll show you when it's done. Okay, now that it's done, we're going to go ahead and flip it over and do the other side. And this time we're going to do it with the 20 watt. And we'll just select the dog tag again. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I use brush or not. All right, we'll take a photo. Take the image. Just going to flip it horizontal. Get in position. We'll go ahead and autofocus it. Verify the frame and then start it. Show you the results when it's done. All right, I hope you guys found this useful. The knife, looking at it, you really can't see it in here. The pictures do it better justice. But it definitely has, well, let's see if you can see this. When we use the 20-watt laser, it actually heated the knife up enough that it actually started to warp. That's what gives you the discoloration on that. As you can see, it has different color to it. I'm pretty sure that's just because it warped. On the other side, the color disfiguration wasn't there. It was clean black lines. I did have a little spot here right next to the head that was completely missed for some reason. I'm not sure why. But overall, to redo it and put the IR and just fix that would be great. I mean, that looks awesome. No complaints with the IR laser. If you have any questions, concerns, just send me a message. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.